Kelly.
Hi. I thought we were ping-ponging, so.
Well, you know, I got to keep you on your toes, though.
True.
Yeah.
Hi.
So, hey, what's up?
So much amazing things.
So tell us what you do.
My name's Kelly Azevedo, and my business is she'sgotsystems.com. And at the Mindset Retreat, I was really mad at Fabienne because she said, yes. She kept saying, know your why, because it all starts with your why. And I was like, forget the why. I know how to do things. I just don't know why I do them. And after about 2 days of just being really frustrated, I got knocked over watching the panel, and I said, there's so many people here who know their why and they don't know their how. My why is to be their how. So it was like right under my nose, I couldn't see it, and once I got that, I literally got a client before I sat down with somebody who said, I want to hire you. I was like, it works. This attraction thing works really well.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just gone from there.
What inspired you about watching? Because you were in their seats 6 months ago for the first time.
I was taking frantic notes because what I recognized was that I'd kept saying to myself when I went to Mindset, well, I'm not going to sign up for the program, so I can just ignore that. And the reason is because I want to go in maybe as a platinum or sapphire, because that's really exotic. And I realized that that was just arrogance of saying, oh, I'll make it on my own, and then I'll get some help. And once I recognized that, it was something Diane Conklin said at the mic. She said, why would you wait to get the support you need? It's like, that's what I tell my clients.
Write that down, guys. Why would you wait to get the support you need now?
Yeah. And so that's what prompted me to say, yeah, I know how to do some things, but clearly it's not working as well as it could because I'm not sitting up there telling people about my business. So I need to learn from the people who are up there doing the things I want to do. And then from there, it was just saying yes to the opportunities that I already had in my life and couldn't see. And those have just been everywhere.
Yeah. So what's happened in your business in the last it's only been 6 months, Kelly. You had 0 clients.
I had 1 client, but they weren't paying.
That's not a client!
It's a great thing.
You knew I was going to say that. That is not a client. That's a friend.
It's a scholarship.
All right, it's a scholarship. I'll give you that. We talked about that today.
Yeah, I had, I very quickly started getting clients, like I said, before the Mindset Retreat was over. Continued kind of evolving the way I would work with people. I did have some work at the time, but it was so not what I wanted to be doing. I have increased revenue. I think it's between 600% and 700% right now. It's like just taken off because I had just ended what I was doing before and kind of in this space of, okay, so now I have this idea, but I have to execute it. And it's really just been about getting out there in a bigger way, and especially writing and giving interviews. And, it was something I thought, oh, when I'm at the Sapphire Diamond level, clients will come to me and I just have to say yes. And at this level, I have clients who come to me and say, I want to hire you. And just closed my first international client, and I'm just astounded because it works at every level. And what I thought, oh, I'll get there eventually, it works now. And that's just been an amazing blessing.
Yeah.
Kelly, we were talking last night outside, and I'm just amazed at some of the opportunities that you've had come your way and the visibility and just you've had focus now because of what's been presented to you. Can you share a little bit about what some of those are?
Yeah, I was in the lobby last night freaking out because
talking to me.
My roommates will tell you this, but in part of a networking organization I got a part of and joined in December because Fabienne kept saying, you gotta be networking, you gotta be networking. We have an editorial team that gives us opportunities. And I would write an article for them and then not turn it in. And then I'd kind of mention it and they'd say, well, turn it in. And so since I started saying yes and actually following through and believing, articles about what I do and how I can help entrepreneurs have been in U.S. News and Forbes and Washington Post.
Guys,
and just
guys.
Awesome.
That was the little freak out last night. Was I noticed that 3 of the articles that I wrote were up on WashingtonPost.com, and just like had a little moment, and then said, sent a thank you and said, any more opportunities, I'd love to help, because I come from this place of wanting to overgive, because I can give you how, and I just want to keep giving and giving and giving. And Fabienne's helped me rein that in to show how I can, continue to give by raising my rates, by having these equitable transactions so that I can give more.
Yes.
And I love doing things like these opportunities to share so I can give even more.
Yeah.
And it's just been, it's a dream. I've always been a writer, and I've been published, I've been a journalist for years, and then all of a sudden I'm writing about my business in a way that supports me, and it's just been amazing. And I couldn't do it. Derek was so instrumental with doing a website makeover and giving me targeted advice on what I needed to do to increase conversions. And the list building program just skyrocketed my followers. And then all the content and all the one-on-one with Fabienne to say, here's what I'm struggling with, what do I do next? And it just, stuff from last week when we talked that were implemented by the time I left because I had a deadline.
Yeah.
And before, there are no deadlines because nobody's watching you.
Yeah.
And you can just get it done later,
Yeah, it's that, I call it the healthy competition,
Yeah.
right? Because, so you know that in like 120 days, you're going to meet with all your goldies again, live and in person, and you got to get it done by then.
Yeah. Yeah, we smack talk because we want to make sure that we're encouraging each other. And we'll sit at a table, and the person from each table who wins at the table goes up on the stage. And people will be like, oh, I'm going to sit at your table. And they're like, oh, if you sit at my table, you're not going to win. But it's that healthy way of bringing each other up. And yeah, they know. And so we just continue this support, which has been invaluable, because without the push, you don't get it done. If you don't have a deadline, you don't get it done. And I teach this, but then it's so easy to go do everything for everyone else, and like Sandra was saying, I have to vacuum. It's like, no, you got to go do your marketing. Nobody cares what your carpet looks like. And, it's about focus, and it's about knowing if I do these things and I continue to implement and I continue to say yes to opportunities, I will make more money, I will get more clients, and I will reach my goals. And all of that's happening. And I was very, very grateful in reflecting that I could recognize that arrogance at the mindset retreat and set aside the ego and say, I need help. And that was big, because I know everyone here is so talented. Mm-hmm. You'd be like, I can figure this out. And you can, but it might take you so much longer. And just saying, I need help. I'm the one who helps everyone else. Mm-hmm. I need help.
Yeah.
And that's okay. And so it's just been amazing. Like I said, like Angela said, we got 6 more months, so there's more to come.
Yeah, and the best is yet to come. Return on investment?
Oh,
Good?
very, very quick.
Very
It was
quick?
just a few months.
Yeah.
And continuing, one of my clients have raised the rates just, exponentially as I continue to do more and serve more and continue to help. Mostly I work with online businesses doing launches or in team transitions, but occasionally it's a longer term support so that they can take their business to the next level. And that's what was frustrating me, is I was like, I don't have a thing. I'm not a therapist, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a marketer. What's my thing? And then I realized that my thing could be to help everyone else get their love and their work out in the world. And I love being a part of that and seeing the ripple effect that you talk about.
Yeah. Can we give her a big hand?
That's awesome.
Kelly, like everybody on this panel, there are people around the world who immediately now look up to you. And they want to be like you. And they want to be like you. And you are all, I just want you to know that this, people have told me that they lie down on their sofa or on their bed with their laptops open, watching us live right now, with tears streaming down their face because they're realizing now that if it's possible for you, it's possible for them too. And this is renewed hope and enthusiasm, and I can do it too. So I just want you to know that there is a ripple effect going on right now, untold. Okay, give them a hand.